We recently purchased the Opteka SteadyVid SVHD for our video production class. It didn't come with instructions, didn't come with a manual. It came with a CD. We tried running the CD, the DVD, and it didn't play. So we were trying to really figure out how to balance this out. So we got on YouTube, got on some different things and searched for tutorials on how to do this, and there was absolutely nothing. There was a couple things that showed you a little bit, but nothing to real detail about how to stabilize this SteadyVid. So we got on, didn't find much. So what we're going to do today, we're just going to talk about how to balance this SteadyVid. We're going to talk about a 3-second drop test we're going to do. And then we're going to go into some of its uses, what we could use it for. A SteadyVid when you're following subjects or when you want to do some different booming things. This would be something that's fairly cheap and inexpensive to get those really nice looking shots. All right, now I'm going to talk about the adjustments that the SteadyVid has. It has the counterweights down on the bottom. You want the bottom to weigh the exact same as the camera. So when you're walking around and doing your different movements, the counterbalance keeps everything parallel and in line. It does have the levers up top to adjust the plate up top. The plate adjusts back and forward. Same on the other side, right to left it adjusts. And you just check as you drop. As you can tell, this camera is kind of leaning a little bit to my right and a little bit forward. So I would adjust this lever. I'd bring it back, since it's leaning right, I'd take it back to the left to try to counteract that movement. And same as that it's leaning forward, I would move the plate back to level it out. The way you can tell when you get your SteadyVid balance is you'll do a 3-second drop test. If you drop it from this point, drop it down, it should take about roughly 3 seconds to reach the parallel state. You can tell this camera's pretty close. This is one that we've messed with already. It's a little bit heavier. We had to have more weights on the back and on the bottom, and the plates and everything are all level, so you can tell it just sits pretty good right now. Once you get all those adjustments, you should be able to do all your different movements and roll back and forth just like this. And you can tell, I mean, for the price, this is something that is pretty impressive. I mean, I can see myself following subjects and doing different booming shots with this all the time, and it stays, you know, pretty steady. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go take a look and we're gonna actually see what this SteadyVid SVHD can do. We're gonna do a couple walkabouts and we'll check all this stuff out. All right, let's go take a look and see what we can do with this. We'll just walk the halls here and check different things out, give you guys some examples and maybe get some ideas of what you guys can do with this. You can see it just gives you a nice gliding shot. It removes all that hand shake and all that shock. You can see some different booming things it does as well. Could just be a poor man's crane, I guess. So it's actually something really cool. And you know, if you're independent filmmaker, anything like that, somebody who's working on a budget, this is something I would definitely recommend. Just give it a shot. It does take a lot of practice to get it fully steady. You know, I'm still practicing as well, but once I get everything figured out, I can see this being a big asset and just adding a cool effect to your film.